So you must have heard about undo and redo operation in word processors. But do you know what is the data structure that is behind this operation? Today we are going to talk about that data structure. Yes, you are right. Today we are going to talk about stacks. So hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Abhishek on the other side. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, do subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon in order to get the latest notification first. So without much further ado, let's start our today's video. Today in this video, we're going to talk about stacks. Now the first question that must be coming to your mind, like what is stack, right? Now if you talk about stack is similar to arrays. So if you have seen my previous videos I have talked about vectors and linked list, right? Now vectors and linked lists are also linear data structure. That means that they have only one part. So let's consider an array. So let's consider an array of size 1, size 2, okay? Now in this array it has only one part, right? But if you consider a tree, now this tree has multiple parts, right? And hence it is a non-linear data structure. Now let's consider a stack. So let's consider a stack of size 3. Yeah. So let's just create 3 blocks in our stack. Now let's say that we want to push up 1 feet, right? Now in stack there is only one opening, that is the top. Okay. So this is the only one opening through which an element can be inserted or deleted. Right. So now currently our top is, yeah, let's say our top is currently at -1. Now if we try to insert this one, or if we try to push this one into the stack, what will happen? This one will be incremented by 1 and hence it will be 0, right? Now let's consider that this to be a 0 index, this to be of 1 index, and this to be of 2 index. So now when we push 1, now 1 will be over here, right? Now let's say that we push 2 this time. So if we push 2, again this top will be incremented by 1, which will lead this top points to this index, that is the 1th index, and hence 2 will be pushed. Now once 2 is pushed, now let's say that we want to perform another pop operation. Okay. Now if we perform another pop operation, again this top will be incremented by 1, right? And hence it will be pointing to the second index, right? And hence 3 will be pushed into the stack. Now if we try to push 4, right? Then what will happen, do you think? Our stack is of size 3, right? And a stack is a static data structure, okay? So if we try to push 4 into the stack, what will happen? It will show an overflow. Yep, this overflow condition will be shown, right? Because it has gone out of the range of the arrays, right? So this overflow condition will be shown. Now let's say that we want to print. Now if we want to print this stack, then we have to go from top to bottom. That is, first 3 will be printed, next 2 will be printed, and finally we have 1. Now why this is so? Because stack follow the principle of LIFO. LIFO, or last in first out. What does this mean? It means that the element which is inserted at last will be popped out first. So let's say that we want to pop element, right? So the element which will be popped, or the first element which will be popped, will be 3, because 3 is the last element which is being pushed into the stack, right? And this top will be decremented by 1 and hence will be 1. So there will no longer this existence of 3 to the stack. Now let's say that we want to perform a pop operation again. Now if we perform a pop operation again, what will happen? Now so if we perform a pop operation again, what will happen? This 2 will be deleted, right? And there will be a change over here, that is this top will be decremented by 1, right? And hence it will be pointed to this index, right? Now let's say we want to perform a pop operation. So if we again perform a pop operation, or it will be decremented by -1 and hence this will be popped out from the stack and hence our array stack will be empty. Now when our stack is empty, now let's say that we want to delete, that is we perform the pop operation again, right? In this case what will happen? It will show an underflow. Yeah, it will show an underflow. The reason being that the stack is already empty, right? So we can't pop any other element from the stack. Now let's talk about the undo and redo operation in stacks. So let's say we have a stack of size 2. So there are 2 blocks. And in this stack we have 2 elements. At first we have pushed 1 and next we have pushed 2 into the stack. Now you will notice that when I click this button, this 2 will be popped. And if I click this button again, now this 1 is vanished. And again if I click this button, that is the redo button, you'll see that 1 is the first guy which is being pushed, while 2 is the second which is being pushed. Again if I click the undo button, 2 is the first guy which is being popped out, right? And hence we can say that this undo and redo operation is nothing but the application of stacks. So hope you like this video. If you like this video, do give a thumbs up to the video, share it with your friends and subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon in order to get the latest notification first. So that's all for today. I will see you in my next video.